Hey everyone, ScottishWarrior92 here with another clan request video. This was a clan request by Gamer ME89, who requested that, well, he didn't actually request, he just actually asked my thoughts on the game, but I thought I'd do a full video on it. Which is on the game Kingdom of Amalur, Requiem. I'm calling it the Kingdom of Amalur because I can't pronounce that fucking word, I hate it. But really, from what I've seen of the game, now, if you don't know about the game, I think it was announced at Gamescom. In fact, I've got the website up here, and I actually I don't know that much, honestly, about it. It's being published by EA, made by 38 Studios, and Big Huge Games. And I must admit, I've actually not heard about these two publishers. It could be good. But basically, it is an action RPG by the looks of it. But the thing that caught my eye about it the most was the fact that it's being written by R.A. Salvatore. Now, if you don't know who R.A. Salvatore is, he is a best-selling author who is a big fan of Dungeons & Dragons and The Lord of the Rings. Now, I personally have never read any of R.A. Salvatore's books. I have heard of them through my mum's partner. He absolutely loves the books, and he says they're absolutely outstanding. I may pick them up and read them, but I'm not a big book reader. It will most likely be an audiobook I will have to get a hold of. But it's something that actually really piqued my interest, because it does look like a pretty interesting game. Now, I'd only seen one trailer from it, and it didn't look that interesting. It looked like a just basic standard reveal trailer, which sometimes is either a hit or miss. The best reveal trailer, in my opinion, is something that teases at the game and gives a little hint, but doesn't give too much away. Now, this reveal trailer wasn't that great, in my honest opinion. But thank you, Gamer Me, for sending the extended trailer, which deals with the story of the game. And it's actually narrated by Claudia Black, who, if you don't know who she is, she's the voice of Morrigan from Dragon Age. She also plays Vala from Stargate, and also a character in Farscape. I can't remember her name, sorry. But she narrates it, and she makes it very interesting because it tells the story of your main character slightly. Your character is the result of an experiment being carried out by a gnome. I think it's a gnome. I don't know if it's a dwarf or a gnome. I think it's a gnome because it does have very reminiscent of Dungeons & Dragons characters. I have played a little bit of Dungeons & Dragons in the past, and I do have the book somewhere lying about the house. But it's very reminiscent of the gnome character from Dungeons & Dragons. And from what I can gather, the story is, this gnome has been experimenting in finding ways to bring people back alive from the dead. And apparently your main character is his only success. That's all I could get from it at the moment. And what else the trailer shows is that throughout the game you'll have to join factions. Now, this is very reminiscent of Oblivion. Now, I do have Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I have played it. I haven't completed it. Sorry. That's why there's no review or anything above it, because I've never completed it. I just found it quite dull, in my opinion. But it looks very reminiscent of how the factions work in there. You have to choose what ones you join, and each one will give you a different ability. One like the Travelers, who are basically minstrels and bards, but also are thieves, assassins, and very stealth orientated, which actually will probably be the one I choose if I do get this game. They also showed warmongers. I can't remember the name of the clan or race that they are, but they're basically warmongers. They fight for fight. They are mercenaries. There's also two immortal races. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but they do look very reminiscent of dark elves. And I'm hoping that maybe you get to play a dark elf, maybe you get to choose the race you are in the game, but probably not. It's tough to say. But dark elf is actually the race of R.A. Salvatore's main character in all of his books of memories, from what I know, Drizzt, who is actually his character from Dungeons & Dragons, if memory serves me. And dark elves are immortals, and they look like dark elves, but they're called something else. I could be wrong. I might be. I probably am. But they look like they're very elfish and very concentrated on nature. And one faction of them is preserving their history, and another faction wants to move on and forget their history. So it looks like it could be quite an interesting game. I haven't. It's still a coin toss for me, because I don't like judging a game from the trailer. Trailers are designed to catch your eye, and if a trailer does that, you're like, I want to learn more about this game. This game has made me do that. I want to learn more about this game, so I have went on the website, I have done a wee bit of research. Not as much as I probably should have for this video, but I have done a bit. And from what I can guess from the game, it does look like it's going to be a very traditional RPG. Very old school RPG maybe. Not too old school that it'll be like dull, but action RPG-ish. And it looks like it could be quite a wee interesting game. I'll leave an annotation to the video, the trailer that I saw, and you can go check and make your own judgments on it. It is very tricky to judge this from what I've seen from the trailer. It is all gameplay, so it does actually look like it could be quite interesting to play this game. I'm in tossed and turn on what I should really say about the trailer. Is it a good trailer? Is it a bad trailer? All I can really say is that it's a decent trailer. It's not the best trailer I've ever seen. The best trailer I've ever seen has to go to Gears of War, using Mad World. I still fucking love that trailer to this day. I may even do a video where I talk about what a good trailer is. Just maybe, if you want. If you'd like, I could do a video on what I think is a good trailer. Let me know down in the comments down below. But it's difficult to say from this. It's a decent trailer. It's not the best trailer in the world I've ever seen, as I said, but it's good enough that it catches my eye and makes me think about maybe getting a demo of this game or even buying the game, which a trailer, if it does that, it normally, you're like, I want it. But this game has made me go, I may think about it. So very few trailers make me go, I want that game. This trailer made me go, I'm thinking about getting this game. And if you're the same as me, let me know. It's just, it looks like a very interesting game. And if it is being written by R.A. Salvatore, an author, a full-fledged book author, and now I'm not saying that all game writers have backgrounds in writing novels and authors and books and all this, but R.A. Salvatore is a best-selling author, and there's a reason that you don't get called a best-selling author for nothing. So it's quite interesting. So that could be very cool to see. And if it is, well, he is right now, but he will probably stick true to the source material that he's gathering from, which will most likely be his novels and the Dungeons & Dragons universe. It doesn't actually, now unfortunately BioWare have kind of screwed me over now, because I like it if my main character talks. I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for that. I would like it. Your character didn't look like he talked, which is going to be a bit of a for me, because I like it when your character talks in the game. So that hopefully your character does talk. I am hoping for that. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I actually don't know the release date for it. I don't know if it has a release date. If it does, put it down there and let me know. But it's tough to say. I don't want to jump to any conclusions with this game. I have done that before in the past with game trailers, and I've got the game, and the game has been utter horseshit. One example, Resident Evil 5. I love Resident Evil 5, but the trailer was I love the trailer Resident Evil 5. I like the game Resident Evil 5, but I don't love it. So it could possibly have that side effect, that the trailer is actually better than the game. It could. I'm just saying it might have that problem. A lot of games do have that problem sometimes. So let me know what the clan thinks. Let me know what you think of this game if you've watched the trailer. And tell me, do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it could be an interesting game? And if you have read any of the R.A. Salvatore novels, could you please let me know and maybe send an email, tell me what you think of them, because I personally will not have a lot of time to read them or even get a hold of them, because I can't find them anywhere except for on Amazon. If you have read the R.A. Salvatore books, please let me know, and let me know what you thought of them, and even give me a quick description of them, and I may feature it in the next video, or maybe offer for a chance to do a collaboration video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. If you didn't enjoy this video, click the thumbs down button. And as always, feel free to join the clan today and click the subscribe button above my head. And as always, I'll see you all later. Ciao for now.